when they, remember the Stoner property, they
Well,
wanted
that's
to
the
rezone,
historical
they
part
said
that we
no,
have to,
and
if so much
council
was
stood
split.
behind
Yeah,
it.
remember they did the other
But
two
yeah, I
houses
just
from
wondered
us.
how that'll go.
So,
The mill and the
Yeah.
Mulligan
Well,
house, they didn't
I
do
asked
us.
Debbie, we got it from Cody,
Okay,
so
but
they didn't do
I was
that out
looking
of our
for
money, did
Linda.
they?
yeah, that's what I was having
Yeah.
up with.
I didn't realize
Our
that.
money, the Mulligan house and the mill house was from our money, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
yes. That's why we got on him for not telling us in advance.
I thought the college did that on their part.
No. It's very plainly on the grant. We are, they're the owners, we're the owners.
He can't be here to pick my pencil up when I drop it.
No, that was Lily, not college money.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call the park board meeting to order. Kobe, are we ready?
Yeah.
All right,
Take roll. Oh. Sorry.
you're
How's
welcome.
everybody doing today?
Good.
Hopefully everybody got a chance to preview the minutes. I think I sent those out
You
Friday. Any questions on those?
No,
Okay. All right. We'll slide right along. First things first, women's softball season did finally conclude. They were also a victim of the weather. They finally played their last last games last Wednesday. 4 teams participated. It's pretty much the same ladies have been playing here. It's our 3rd season we've had the women's softball program out here. So I don't think we're going to do a fall, but we'll plan on doing a summer program again. Also, our sponsorship plaques have come in. What we do for teams that sponsor during our baseball and softball program is a kind of a thank you to our sponsors, and also a thank you to, and try to publicize what we're doing. We pass out sponsorship plaques, and I've got one for the skeleton crew who sponsored Kobe's team. What we do is the photographer does a picture for us, and she gives us those pictures in lieu of taking pictures for everybody else, and then we give everybody a sponsorship plaque. And what was cool is that some people that were sponsors for the first time didn't expect one, and so when I delivered them, they said,
let me see.
Red Pepper especially,
Oh, yeah.
the Heights is down there. They said, we love getting plaques like that because they hang them
Hang 'em
right
up their
there.
business, yeah.
So I've still got a few more to deliver, and I still have Chips right here, the Rainbow Panthers, so he will get his at a later point. But if they sponsored a baseball or softball team, that comes out of part of their fee that helps
Yeah.
pay for that. So we do appreciate it. So we had 59 sponsor plaques that have been delivered, including the Moose Lodge and VFW post number 1969 and other places too. So, and we've been doing that since the first year. And some pictures are great. I mean, it captures the moments of the kids, the
Oh, yeah.
pictures out there.
That's awesome.
And I want to thank Janie for taking care of Janie Mahoney, taking care of all of our pictures. Because like I said, we had over 600 kids participating, and
That's a clever idea.
yeah, well, it twofold. It thanks them and also keeps our word out there.
Sure.
Yeah.
And people can ask questions about it, so
Yeah.
they've got some stuff to do that. So I got a few more to deliver, because I've got to look up addresses and get them to where they need to go. So anyway, I never mail them. I try to hand deliver all of them. So our midsummer baseball and softball season actually started games last week. Last year we had 180 kids signed up. We're at 194.
This is your team.
194 kids that have signed up for our program. And what we do for sponsors for our midsummer, they don't get a nice plaque and everything like that, but we put their names on the back of all of our shirts.
Oh,
So
yeah.
all the kids in the league, and the coaches and the staff have all the sponsors listed on the back of their shirts. Now, we did have a couple people that didn't make the deadline, but still are sponsoring our program, so I want to run through our list. I think Kobe Cloud's on board too. Caldwell Banker, Harrell Associates, Thornton Terrace, Jenny's Pizzeria, Shepherd Show Lambs, Ray Bronner, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, Pride Family Market, Bowman Bee Company, Key Manufacturing, Setter for Prosecutor, A&K Beauty Salon, Aaron's Sales and Lease, Bears Furniture Gallery, Aaron's Auto Detailing, Wright Implement, Nickel Soil, Kentucky Truck Sales Incorporated, Waltz Animal Clinic, Cheesy Come, Cheesy Go, the Maldonado Moore Family, and Me Viejo. So some of these are brand new sponsors that we have never had sponsor anything at the park. And just to sponsor, it's $100. And that helps offset the program of our midsummer, because we only charge each kid $15 to participate. So, and in fact, the Maldonado Moore, she wrote a personal check out. She said, I just want to help. And they're bringing kids from Trimble County. We've got kids from Trimble County, Switzerland County, of course Jefferson County playing on our program for midsummer. And 195 is our total. So it's
Awesome.
awesome. And they're playing T-ball. We've got coach pitch, machine pitch, and kid pitch too. So appreciate the coaches and everybody for stepping up. That season ends next Friday, September 12th. We're done. Rain or shine, September 12th is the last time.
And you'll be glad.
Well, we've got plenty of other things going on, that's for sure.
I don't think we gotta worry about rain right now.
I hope not. Well,
This Thursday.
yeah. Well, possibly Thursday.
In the morning, yeah.
Youth volleyball. Our deadline for signing for volleyball was August the 22nd. I think at our last meeting I reported we had 10 signed up. We're at 69 kids signed up for our youth volleyball program, which is 3rd through 6th graders, which means we're going to have 7 teams playing youth volleyball at Southwestern Elementary. Now, tomorrow night is our second group practice, so we'll probably go over the 70 mark, that's the most we've ever had. So we'll have 7 of our own teams, and Christian Academy is bringing 2 teams, so it's going to be a 9-team league that'll be playing on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the elementary gym at Southwestern. So thanks for them allowing us to use the gym, and so it's phenomenal. I convinced a couple people to take coaching jobs that didn't want to be coaches, but they'll do a great job. But again, the second group practice is tomorrow night, and I'll update that number. It'll be more than 69. Also, the fall soccer program. Normally the Jamboree would have been last week, but the sign-ups were a little bit slow for that. The Jamboree is going to be coming up this Saturday. What we're going to do something different this year, and I've discussed it with the Jefferson County Soccer Association folks. We're going to play Saturday mornings instead of playing Tuesdays and Thursdays. The U6 and U9 divisions will have a clinic style to begin with. Then they'll break up into scrimmage games. While in the U11, there's enough for 3 teams, so they'll practice during the week and then play their games on Saturdays. So the Jamboree is actually this coming Saturday at 9:30 when all the kids will be here. JCSA will be here, and we'll be ready to go. So,
How many kids did he end up getting?
we're right around 50.
50?
At last count we had, the number was about 44, but it's funny because there's no deadline written on their application. And so they said, hope not too late. So I take them, record them, and then give them to them. So, and they'll be ready to go. So we'll have midsummer going on at kind of the same time as soccer, but then when midsummer's over, we'll have soccer and we'll have volleyball, and so we'll be good to go on that. So, any questions on our youth programming going on? Okay. Activities. Party in the Park is coming up not this Saturday, but next Saturday, the 13th. It runs from 11 to 2. Still working on the plans for that. There will be a cookout. I'll get with Kobe this week to find out how we're going to plan that and get that word out to the schools. Runs from 11 to 2.
And,
Now
and we're gonna have it up here.
Yes, it's going to be up here. The cooking
Yes.
and everything's going to be inside. Yeah,
Right.
we talked about getting
Like last year?
like last year,
Right.
exactly like we did last year.
Yeah, I've got a grill
Okay.
to,
Well, we got a grill back there too.
well, I got a griddle, big griddle, 36-inch griddle that I'm donating to the park.
Oh, okay.
So where do you want me to bring that at?
Charlie's
it-
Barn.
Well,
Charlie's Barn. It needs cleaned
Well-
up, it needs cleaned up on the inside, which,
as I
Well,
say,
clean it up before you bring it.
clean
How
it
about
up.
that?
He grilled
Don't-
up,
That's
he
not the
grilled out the
deal,
side
is it?
door.
Yeah, we grill out
Yeah.
the side door and everything like
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
but and we will not have an event that night. I talked to Kyle Donnell. They're going to postpone their police versus fire fundraiser. Apparently, the response wasn't what he was hoping for, so they're going to try to get that rescheduled. I said, well, you keep us in mind if there's anything we can do. So, the only other thing going on besides Party in the Park that day will be soccer back here. So we'll have built-in crowd back here for soccer, and soccer will go until about 12:30, 1 o'clock that day.
and they
So,
can come get a
and they come
hamburger,
in.
hot dog.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Good deal.
That is a good idea. right there.
Absolutely, yeah. Spooktacular, October 18th, from 5 to 8. I've started contacting folks about setting booths up. I've already got some responses back. I talked to the other animatronic guy. He's going to bring his stuff. So, and we're going to have some. It's going to be spookier this year than last year. So, we may have a little haunted hallway in the back and stuff like that. But we're still planning on having it out
With
here.
all your stuff.
Well, not all. I can't bring it all. I can't bring it all. It'd take a couple U-Hauls, but we're still going to have it out here in the where the pool used to be and everything like that. So we're looking forward to that. And on the record, we know there is going to be a haunted house that weekend on Friday, Saturday, and a haunted house the following weekend. But Jefferson County Kindness is going to be involved with that, but they still plan on being here for our event too. So we can kind of cross promote. I know it's also Hanover College's homecoming, so it'll be a spooky weekend here.
It's
Yeah.
also, farm to table dinner at the community garden.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Oh.
So-
For the police and fire fundraiser, can we like post on Facebook or on the door that that's been postponed?
Yes, I'll
'Cause that
put-
was like,
I'll put that out there.
it was in the newsletter, so
Yeah.
I don't want
Oh.
people
Yeah,
to.
because they
Yeah,
were
it was.
planning on doing it, because that's an annual event they normally
Yeah.
do, and for some reason Kyle said he never got the response, but yeah, I'll get that
Okay.
posted
Yeah.
out there, so people are aware it's not going on. But the Spooktacular event, like I said, and don't look at the flyer, I put the flyer out, but I just noticed there's a typo on it, so I didn't give you one.
Oh.
So I'll send you one.
Do you need candy?
Oh, yes, that's on my list. We are accepting donations of candy for our Spooktacular. Whatever candy you'd like to give, I think we distribute that, and also the town of Hanover Police Department will be
Yeah.
distributed.
Yeah.
I've contacted everybody else. Most of them bring their own and have games and stuff like that.
Right.
So
Jendy's coming with some pizza?
I sent. I'm sure they'll do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did last year. So, but we'll get more information on that as we get closer and closer and closer. But I wanted to kind of get out ahead of
Are
everybody
you
else.
gonna have a costume contest?
We
and
are going to
stuff?
have a costume contest sponsored by Thornton Terrace, just like last year.
Okay.
And we are going to go a little bit longer. Last year was 5 to 7, so I posted it 5 to 8.
Mhm.
So we'll do the costume contest right in the middle, about 6:30 or something like that. So, yeah. And hopefully the concrete work's done and all the lights and done by then,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So,
Oh, you don't want the lights done, spookier.
well, yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be dark.
Lights down. Okay. Amphitheater rental fee structure, still working on that. It's going to be comparable to what we charge for our room rental over here. Debbie asked me to work on that a little bit. What we charge for our, just to kind of update everybody, it's $50 to reserve it. That's the deposit. $100 for 2 hours, and then $25 each additional hour. So that's probably fair for back here too. The only thing is there's no restroom facilities
Right.
back there and stuff like that, but there's plenty of electric. So as I draw up the document, we'll include that there's no restrooms back there,
Yeah.
make them well aware of that. So,
Yeah.
and then maybe down the line there will be, and we can adjust the fees. But
Right.
does that sound kind of like what you're talking about,
Yeah.
something like that? Because
Yeah.
we don't do the shelter houses
Right.
because they're used all the time anyway.
Right.
and It'd be hard to monitor that, but the amphitheater would be a little bit easier to control and put post signs and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So, and I think once we get that fee structure in place, promote it, there'll be some interest in
Okay.
maybe doing some plays in the park and stuff like that.
Sure.
Sure.
You know, something like that.
I've had a few churches.
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah, well, Fall City's church, they
Yeah.
talked about doing their Easter sunrise service
Yeah.
here and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And they want to be more and more involved with the park
Right.
too. Okay? All right, a couple other things. A gift from the Lions Club. The Lions Club, if you're not well aware of what they do, they've been in existence for 75 years, and they recently decided to go out of business, I guess, for lack of a better term. So they had some money left over. And they have sponsored things out here at the park before, teams and giving back, and they had a little bit left over after getting some of the Boys and Girls Club, Girls Incorporated, into a park that they helped renovate up in, I think in Jennings County. But they, Gary Kelly, who was right over here, whose wife Vicki and participates in all of our stuff, brought us a check for $400 just to use however we want to.
It's awesome.
Just what they had left over. He said, "You're the last of Mohicans," is what he told me.
Yeah.
So I think that emptied their account out. Excuse me. And he said they have a year to re-up their charter, but it doesn't sound like they're planning on doing that.
Lack
So
of membership.
lack of membership. Yeah, the membership was. I went to a couple of their meetings and discussed things with them, and yeah, they were getting up there in years and stuff like that. So, but we appreciate it. That's unsolicited, and he just
definitely.
brought it in. He sat in and talked. We talked for a long time. We're both East Enders from Madison, so I've known him forever and ever.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. Also, another opportunity that we've had, Jill Myers, who's now the superintendent at Southwestern Schools. She also does the Myers School of Dance, and she contacted us a couple of weeks ago. This is after I talked to you guys on the phone, by the way, about things coming up. She is going to offer a Golden Groovers dance class. It is presented by the Myers School of Dance and the Indiana Arts Commission, free of charge. They had some money left over from the money from the Arts Commission, and they're going to do a 4-week session here. It was supposed to start tomorrow, but I think they're going to start it next Wednesday. And I think the seniors who are involved, they sign up or they contact her directly to get on the list. I think they get a nice pair of dancing shoes out of it. And they might even do a performance at the end, depends on how it takes off. But just something else kind of new that they reached out to us, an opportunity. So Jill Myers,
That's great.
yeah, she's trying to be more involved, obviously out here since she's
Yeah.
out here, but I was glad she thought of us.
Yeah.
Cause they've done it in Madison before and some other places, I think Salem and so they're coming, they're bringing it here, so. The Gold Groovers,
You gonna sign up?
I don't know what the age is,
Can we post that too?
no.
Okay.
Well, we gotta update the date.
I've had a few people ask me
We
about
gotta update
Saturday.
the date on it
Activate
because it
that
says it starts tomorrow, so I'll have
Okay.
her send me a note.
All right, right.
She did the flyer and everything. It's her and her daughter
Right.
Mia that'll be doing it together, so,
Yeah.
okay?
I just don't have her contact info, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure it's out.
And then last meeting, you asked about the seniors, and I said, well, the meals, people attending, the meals were down, but I failed to mention at public meeting that we have had bunco groups that have been using our room. Of course, card players are coming. We almost have card players every day. And now we have scrapbooking going on. Different groups are calling because I guess they're tired of tearing up their house. They come in and scrapbook.
Yeah,
In
sure.
fact, there was one group scrapbooking all day, and they played bunco that evening, all here, the same group. They took a little bit of a break, had a little lunch break and stuff like that. So we are getting use of the room over there. The
What-
seniors are
What,
using that.
what's our numbers now? on
For
the
lunch, it's about 15 to 20. It's still a little bit low.
Low,
but-
yeah.
I had somebody,
Well, there's nothing like Ellen's cooking.
Right, yeah.
To bring
This
people
week
in.
it's chicken and homemade noodles. So, and that was posted last week for everybody who was here, so hopefully
Right,
if you guys wanna come over.
yeah.
would
And
the-
green beans for you guys that wanna eat green beans, so you can have
would the
those.
seniors be like up for publishing when they're gonna be playing cards or doing scrapbooking? or-
Well, a lot of the groups, they have their own groups.
Okay.
It's they already
They
have their
just use the
established
facility.
groups.
Okay.
They don't invite the outsiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they use our
Okay.
facility here. It's like our bridge group that plays today. They used to play
Gotta
Flip
be
the
in the
Inn.
group.
And then they play Hand and Foot on Mondays and
Yeah.
Fridays, and then
'Cause they used
Euchre's
to play
here.
at their homes.
Yeah, yeah. But the bunco group, I mean, it's most of the people that are playing out here already, and they ask if they can use the
I think
facility.
at Bunko, you gotta have 12 people play. too.
I don't know, but they're loud. It's bunco. I don't remember playing it.
So
The
come
dice.
to the lunch, get in an in-group, and then come play with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It could be a sign-up group, whatever.
Well, I think most of these groups did them in their homes.
Yes, they did.
Until we opened this up to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And it's our normal hours anyway.
Right,
It's right between
right.
normal
And
hours.
it's what it's for.
Yeah. Also, just a couple other things, I think.
What is that kid doing out there?
Kona Ice, who set up,
What is he on top of?
Hey,
What?
what's he on top of? Is he gonna get hurt?
it's the
Them
middle
pile of
island.
gravel?
It's the middle of island out there. Anyway, Kona Ice, who's been here during the summers, they recently sent a check via email. I didn't know you could do that, but it's $2,440, a portion they're giving back. So I'm going to be turning that in as soon as I'm going to print it off and then take it over to Kim and explain it to her. But so $2,440 is what they're giving back, a portion of what they're taking, and they're out there tonight for our midsummer.
You hear that, Kobe?
Also, two other things. Tri-Kappa meeting is going to be here next Monday from 6 to 8, and Debbie and I are scheduled to speak. Debbie will speak more than I,
No?
but they're meeting out here, so another opportunity to use our facility.
Sure.
And just one other thing, I had a request, and you can say yay or nay or move on. Karen Stoner, many of you might know who Karen Stoner is. She does CPR classes. I know Debbie does too.
Right.
And she was wondering to know if she would be allowed to host CPR classes here in our facility. And I told her I would ask, and then if there's a charge or a fee or whatever, then I would pass that along to her.
Didn't we talk?
Is she doing it through American Heart or?
That's a great question. I just asked CPR.
Because American Heart, I mean, I've been an instructor for years, and I still am an instructor. I don't charge for the class because I get paid through the college.
I think it's a charged class.
Yeah,
think
so
it is.
if she's gonna charge, she's probably gonna be making money off of it. And if she's
So
making
we
money
should
off of it,
charge,
she
yeah.
should
Okay.
be charged.
Yeah.
Well, she said something about maybe if some people from the town of Hanover that needs to
I
take the
just
class.
certified the police department.
Yeah, Debbie does all
I'm
that.
free, so we're not gonna, you know.
So I need to tell her if she charges, we need
If
to
she's,
charge
if
for use
she's
of the
charging
room.
them, then we'll
But
have to.
I think that's only fair. If she's making money,
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
should make a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
you agree,
Yeah.
Jane?
I agree.
That's why I didn't tell her.
Right.
Yeah.
Yay or nay, I told her, bring it to you
Sure.
guys and stuff
That's
like
what
that, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. And we had one before, I think Alinza Deucer did one here,
Yeah.
because the teachers were, some of the teachers at South
Yeah.
Christian School.
Right.
Yeah, because the cards, and it'd be, so there's different classes too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, If you do just Heart Saver, and that's just for the general public, those are like $18.50 a card.
Yeah, she
So-
said it was gonna be maybe 2 days.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
that's
certainly-
fast, isn't it, Deb?
No, that's not,
That's
that's
long.
long if she's doing 2 days.
Well, I'll find out more information, I'll
Yeah,
tell her.
2
and-
hours and my class is over with.
Yeah. So
And
I
I've
don't know.
covered all of it.
And she's done it for years.
Unless she's doing first aid, and first aid is another
She didn't mention,
class.
she just said CPR.
Okay, yeah.
Man, she's doing 16 hours.
No,
2 days.
And I'm through American Heart. I'm through King's Daughters Norton's up here. So that's where
We'll find
I'm.
out more, but my opinion, if she's making
okay, if you
money,
charge,
Yeah.
we'll have to
should
charge
go
something
low.
for use, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, okay.
Yeah.
And, for volleyball, for volleyball sponsor, we do the same thing we do for midsummer, we charge X amount of dollars and we put them on the back of all the shirts because it shares the wealth with everybody, and we'll have 70 kids, and coaches, and our staff people and stuff like that, so
Okay.
getting the word out. So if you know anybody that'd like to sponsor with our volleyball program, we appreciate that support too, but, all the programs are growing though, they
yeah.
continue to grow.
Yeah,
Which tells me that parents, they're driving, we got people driving from Switzerland County playing, Trimble County playing baseball over here. And the like, and they're doing the
Well-
same, I had a call from Versailles about bringing their kid down to play in our volleyball program. So the parents are willing to do it, I mean.
Facebook,
yeah.
Hanover's the top thing,
Yeah.
and Scott Davidson's their top person.
Yeah, anyway, I appreciate that. Does anybody have any questions about anything?
Okay.
I did wanna show you one, I think I brought it. If you looked at one of the benches out there, in fact, it was the Jefferson County Veterans Council bench, we noticed the other day that the plaque was all rusted out for some reason.
Where?
The
The-
Jefferson County, this one right out up front. So we took it off and I had another one made. It's a different material. It's
Okay.
not from the same person that made the other one, so we're gonna see how this material will last. But it
Okay.
was all rusted and you couldn't even read the front of it or anything. I'll bring it, I'll show it to you.
Well,
Okay.
I think when we got our plaques, we
I-
were told they rusted easily.
Yeah, well, that one,
Yeah.
it was, you couldn't even read it, so.
So I'm talking the other benches.
The other benches don't look bad. They look pretty good.
Yeah.
This one out front was awful, but I just wanted to show that,
I like that.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
gonna, yeah, it stands out a
I like
little
But
bit.
them
Stands
hadn't
out,
been, them
yeah.
hadn't been on there long.
No,
either.
no, this one out here, I mean, it's out in
No.
front of everybody, so. But I didn't want to see the Veterans Council come and see
It
it.
does stand out pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, we'll get that put
I
back
like
up.
it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's all I have.
Good
That's all.
report.
Yeah.
Was there
Thank you.
anything about the Veterans Garden?
I reached out to Alan, I sent all the drawings and everything that you guys, and I haven't heard back
He's
from him.
in Cambodia.
Okay, well, maybe that's why.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe that's really slow over
He
there.
travels a lot.
Yeah, so,
Hell with that.
but,
Yeah.
but that's,
Still there.
But
I
he'll
haven't
be
heard
back,
any- yeah.
he'll be back soon.
Like
Yeah.
moving
Okay.
Indiana.
Yeah.
And the DNR plaques, we'll get those taken care of, if not this week, the first of next
Did
week.
you find a place to order them?
No, I'm gonna look again.
I
I've
got-
called them twice.
I got online. and
Hey,
it
if you've
was-
got the phone number for the lady, if you could text it to
Carmen?
me, yeah. I'll call her
Okay,
and talk to her directly, cause the two people I talked to, they might as well have been speaking a foreign language, or I was
They
speaking a
didn't
foreign
know.
language. They didn't
Yeah.
have any idea, so
right.
we need to get those. And what do you mean by fairly, I asked Debbie what size, she said, fairly good size. What does that
Well, they
mean?
should have a recommended size, cause we got them at the college. and
The one she showed us was round.
Yeah.
Yes.
She
So,
showed
I
us
mean-
around.
Well, I got
and
the
it was
picture of
about-
that one.
It was about that big around.
Fairly good size. When she said that, I went, fairly good.
What I would like to have is one that's pretty good size.
Right?
Possibly to put like on the back of one of the buildings, or we talked about
Mm-hmm.
yeah, where they get the treats.
The concession stand?
Thank you, I could
There
not
you
think of
go.
that word, the concession stand on the back, cause it just kind of.
Yep.
And then put maybe a small one up here, somewhere
Yeah.
maybe on
Well,
the tennis
If you walk the
fence.
trails, they're on the trails, the Darrell Carnes Trail.
And I'll check different prices and stuff, and maybe get some
Yeah.
smaller ones and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Cause we do need more signage out here and stuff.
I will get you Carmen's email. I'll
Okay,
send it to you.
absolutely. And just one other thing, there was a gentleman, and I'm assuming it was his mother. His name was Steve Mitchell, not the Steve Mitchell from here.
Oh,
And he came up, he said, "Do you have an arboretum?"
Yeah.
I went, "Well, the only thing I know about the arboretum," I showed him the rock that we have out here. I said,
Right.
"Well, we have trees and stuff like that." I said, "There's none that are labeled or tagged or anything like that." I said, "But you're more than well, can walk around, stuff like that." And so they stayed for a while, and she was no bigger than this, and she was older than him, we'll just say. And so they stayed at the park for a long time. And I don't know if they travel around different parks and stuff and check things out, but I thought it was unique. I said, well, the only thing I can tell you is right here, this rock. It says,
Yeah.
we have an
We need to
arboretum here.
probably have Darren come over and kind of identify some of the
Yep.
trees and what we still need.
Remember,
to
we were
maybe
talking about doing
replant.
that
Yeah.
before with the
we talked
Blue
about
Extension.
Yeah, and we
Area, so.
also talked, Treva and I talked about having somebody, like, put markers on the trail, cause people are starting to use this more for, and they'd like to know when a quarter
How
of a
many, how
mile,
many miles
like
they've
starting
walked.
here, and how many
Yeah.
laps
Mhm.
would be a mile, and so. if
I
we
think
could-
4 laps around is 2.7.
Is it?
That's somebody else telling me that. That's not me doing it.
Yeah, but we need to
Yeah.
look at that and put some
Yeah.
signage up for that, cause
And then
that,
you can take the shortcut if you wanna do the short path, short trail.
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, absolutely.
And then when we get done with Fireman's Park, I think we talked about this before, let's do one plaque for Lily and the Community
Yeah,
Foundation.
yeah, absolutely.
But that's a little ways down the road.
But more signage is needed, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
People want to be acknowledged.
yes,
All
they
right.
do.
Does anybody else have any questions for Scott?
Now, make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in
Thank
favor
you.
say aye.
I-
Thank
Good
you all.
report.
Now we're getting ready to go to another meeting. You go, thing going. Tell me again what your first name was, so I can. Dan? Okay. Devin, yeah.
I'm not
You-
sure I remember her name.
You can see hers.
What kind of cataract surgery? And
Yeah.
it doesn't fix up close.
Well, Dan's my husband's name, so I won't forget it. No, after my cataract, I can't read, but I can see 10 miles down the road to drive. I passed my driver's